go-kart tracks. Austin Aziz went to Lucas last night. I watched him on Flow. Had a good heat race. Finished 4th in his feature in the Legend Division. Awesome. He did awesome. Davin Lawson come from this track. He's at Rogersville. 2 weeks ago, I was up in Springfield. He took the Legend A feature. I was there, got to be in the photo with him. I was very proud of him. Represented our track very well. Although they might cut their teeth here, like Wesley Smith, 410 sprint car, 8 to 10 years old when he was go-kart racing here. Now he's got 2 children, a little boy and a little girl, adorable, and he's in a 410 sprint with a good sponsor backing him. It all starts here. They give them the etiquette, they tune their talents, and they move on. But tonight, I hope you enjoy the races. I'm hoping to maybe get this in a decent time, because we don't know what Mother Nature has planned for us. Nobody waters the track better than Mother Nature. So remember, we do have an Easter egg hunt for the kids, whether you be in the grandstands or the pit area. 3 age groups. We will call for that at intermission. We'll probably have it out here where everybody can see. I think we got 300 eggs. 300 eggs. We're going to split them up. Some have candy, some have cash. So stay tuned for that. But right now we got our rookies lined up in the staging lanes. But first, would everyone please stand? Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our country in the playing of our national anthem. All right, I do want to make another announcement that our vendors are here. We got Wildcat Ice Cream up there, Chrissy Sips and Sweets. Right here we got our concession manned by Butterfield Firefighters Auxiliary. And if you can't make the races, or if you know somebody that would like to see the races, Facebook Live, Show Me Dirt, Thomas Shaw is videoing, and the heat races will be live on Facebook. Then you can go to his YouTube page and watch the features, but it will cost you a little. But very well worth it. I appreciate Thomas Shaw for being here. All right, we're going to start with our rookies. 4 to 6 years old. We got 5 in the lineup tonight. Starting on the pole, Automotive, Missouri, driver of the number 2, Cash Holloway. Outside pole, you'll see the 5C, also Automotive, Missouri, Gavin Carnes. Second row on the inside, out of Stratford, Missouri, driver of the 22, Carter Purvis. Outside the second row, the 17W comes to us from Bentonville, Arkansas, Jet Highside Wall. And bringing up the tailback position out of El Dorado Springs, Missouri, the number 10, Jack Miller. Ground 300, heat 1 to the staging lanes. Heat 2, begin ready. Junior 1, get it on your mind. The 2026 20th year season is underway. Holloway, your early leader. Roller to the high side, but spins around. Wall on the grass. Yellow will come out. Need to bring your drivers back to the front stretch. It'll be single file. The 2, 5C, 22, 17, and 10. Bring your drivers back to the front straight. With the number 2 up here, then the 5, then the 22, 17, and 10. Single file. One shot at a double file, then we go single. Crew chiefs to the infield. Single file. Single file. Green's back in the air. Cash Holloway, your early leader. Followed by the 5C. That's Carnes. Jet Wall up to second. All right, we need the 2, the 17, the 5, then the 10, then the 22, tailback. Two, 17, 5, 10, and then the 22. All right, lineup is good. Crew chiefs to the infield. Cash Holloway still the early leader. Wall to the high side, makes the pass. New leader, Jet Wall. Whoa, Holloway goes around in turn 3 and 4. Yellow will come out. We got number 10 off the back straight. Jet Wall needs to slow down. Bring him back to the front straight. Number 2 goes third, Jordan. Seventeen, 5, 2. We get the number 10 back over here. Need the number 10 as quick as you can back here if he's going to stay in the race. Jet Wall, your leader, followed by the number 5. That's Gavin Carnes. Cash Holloway sitting in third. We get Jack Miller up here. All right, crew chief's to the infield. Green flags back in the air. Well, your leader, followed by the 5 of Carnes, Holloway in third. Then Miller, Purvis, your top 5. White flag coming down, Wall. Carnes in second. I believe Cash Holloway still is in third. Wall takes the win. Carnes second. Holloway third. First heat in the Clone 300 is going to see the 3H out of Clever, Brandon Horn. He's outside the 191, Fairmont Hills, Missouri's Brian Dolly. Second on the inside, the 11R out of Sparta, Missouri, Carter Roller. He's outside the number 15, New Bloomfield, Missouri's Allie Sneller. Tail back on the field will be the number 20 out of Nixon, Missouri, Aaron Meyer. Lights out. Horn sets the pace. Out of 40 come, Green's in the air. Brandon Horn, your early leader. Carter Roller to the inside, takes over the top spot. Aaron Meyer up to second. Followed by the 15 of Sneller. Sneller races Hams Prairie, Missouri. Up in the middle of the state. No slouch behind the wheel. Several features. Miller graduating out of the junior threes in the adult classes, and he's making it work. Third, turn 3, turn around, we stay green. machine. He'll be tailed back. Lineup looks to be good. Get him nose to tail. Go 300, heat 2. You should be in the staging lane. Junior 1, your heat, be getting ready. Weather heavy. Get it on your mind. Roller brings them back to the green. That's your Sparta, Missouri driver. Mixer right there, close to him. That's Aaron Meyer in that black neon yellow number 20. Sneller out of New Bloomfield in the orange colors. Dolly trying to make a move on third. White flag coming down. Bringing heat race number 1 to the checkers. Carter, Roller. Meyer takes second, Miller third. Round 300 heat 2 is going to see the 121 out of Greenlawn, Arkansas. Mark Manus on the pole. His outside. 4 squared. The little lady out of Webb City, Missouri of Jaden Davis. Second on the inside, you'll see the number 8 out of Marionville, Missouri of Emmett Neely. He's outside the number 87 out of Lee Summit, Missouri. Dylan Askins. Mike Cornelson, your head flagman for this evening. Henry Van Cleve is your head scorekeeper. Come feature time, Cindy Cornelson will join her as a backup scorekeeper. Reins in the air. Minus your early leader. That's your Greenwood, Arkansas driver. The little lady right on his back bumper. Neely making a move on the inside of the 4 squared. She's in the marbles out of the groove. Gets shuffled back. Lee Summit, Missouri, Dylan Askins in third. Set by Kansas City way. See the darkness on the track. That is the preferred line, and it is the fast line. The little lady back up to third. Askins falls in the 4th. Manus got loose. Neely to the lead. Little lady on the outside. Manus shuts the door. 2 laps to go. Looking at the right. Trouble with the 8 machine. Shuffles back. Manus to the top spot. White flag coming down. Does the little lady got anything out of turn 4? Manus holds on, takes the win. Davis takes second. Dylan Askins third. This is our Junior 1 division. Only 2 entries. The Junior 1s moves up into the Junior 2s. Starting on the pole with the number 19, Elkins, Arkansas, Landon Russell. Here's outside the 22. Little lady comes to us from Stratford, Missouri, of Casey Purvis. Reins in the air. Turn your heavy to the staging lanes. From 350, heat 1, get ready. Heat 2, get it on your mind. Purvis, your early leader. This young lady graduated out of the rookie division into the Junior 1s. Holding a good line, young lady is pretty good behind the wheel. Keeps her opponent up in the marbles, can't seem to get around her. Again, turn your heavies. Heat 1 to the staging lane. From 350. Heat 1, begin ready. Heat 2, get it on your mind. Keeping the 19 just out of reach. He's got to know he's there. Gonna try something hard. Diving in. Takes the lead. Landon Russell, Elkins, Arkansas. Pull the trigger at the right time. Be coming back to the right. Out of turn 4 we come. 1 more lap to go. These are your 7 and 8-year-olds. Taking the heat race win, Elkins, Arkansas, number 19, Landon Russell. Casey Purvis takes second. Premier Henny has 1 heat in it with 5 entries. Starting on the pole with the number 11, Camden, Missouri's Alex Walker. Is outside the number 15 out of Crane, Missouri, Josh Flood. Second on the inside will be the number 5 out of Clover, Missouri, Brent Flood. His outside, X84, Aurora, Missouri's Bobby Perryman. Tailback on the field is out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, the 14, Richie Elbert. From 350, heat 1 to the staging lanes. Heat 2, be getting ready. Junior 2, heat 1, get it on your mind. Reins in the air. Hey, right off the back stretch, yellow will come out, then you'll restart single file. Green's back in the air. Alex Walker, your early leader. Carts come together. We stay green. Bobby Perryman up in second. Walker's got company on his back bumper. The 5C in third, that's Brent Flood. Perryman takes the lead, Walker to second. Ricky Albert from tail back to third. Oh. Herman stretching it out. Albert running out of time. Herman takes the win. Albert second. Springfield takes third. Heat 1 in the car 350 is going to see the 11R of Carter Roller on the pole. He's outside the number 20, and the next Aaron Meyer. Second row inside the 87, Lee Summon, Missouri, Dylan Askins. He's outside the 4 squared, Red City, Shaden Davis. Third row on the inside the 15, Lee Bloomfield, Ellie Sneller. Third row outside the 13 out of Granby of Wyatt Bunch. Tail back on the field, the number 8, Secaucus, Jesse Law. Green's in the air. 350 heat 2 to the staging range. Junior 2, be getting ready. Start preparing, get it on your mind. Yellow's going to come out as we got one off the back stretch. Lineup is good. Roller going to bring him back to the green. He's already got one heat race under his belt. Going for 2. A lot of these racers doing double and triple duties tonight. Maybe a quadruple in there. Green's back in the air. Roller like he shot out of a cannon. Askins making his move on Meyer. The little lady in third follows him third. Roller keeping it good. Askins up Kansas City way, sitting in second. Little lady out of Web City in third. Aaron Meyer out of Nixa holding on to fourth. Miller runs out the top 5. Coming up on lap traffic, Roller just needs to pick a line. 2 laps to go, be looking at the right, this time by out of 4. 1 more lap to go for Roller. The race is for second. 3 right there, nose to tail. Roller to the checker, takes the win. Askins second. Davis third. Folks in the grandstand and in the pit area, 50-50 is going around. 50-50 is going around. Could be a good pot tonight for someone to take home. Heat race number 2 in the Con 350. You're going to see the number 4 out of Bixby, Oklahoma, Joey LaSayer. He's outside the 25B. Out of Joplin, Missouri, Dion Patton. Second on the inside, the 22C out of Granby, Clayton Dale. He's outside the 121, Greenwood, Arkansas's Mark Manus. Third on the inside, the 3H out of Clover, Brandon Horn. He's outside the 191, Fairmont Hills, Missouri's Brian Dolly. Junior 2 to the staging lane. Stock appearing. Be getting ready. Intermediate heat 1, get it on your mind. Lights out, looking for a green. Joey Lazier out of Bixby. Green's in the air. Single file restart, we give a one shot at a double file. Not all carts making the first lap. We go back. Single file. All right, line up good. We're bringing them to the green. Single file original restart. Junior 2 should be in the staging lanes. Green flags in the air. Joey Lazier, Bixby, Oklahoma, your early leader. Followed by Clayton Dale. He's out of Granby and goes high. Mark Manus up to second. Dion Patton following through. Fight for that position side by side. They get turned around. Yellow flags are going to come out.
Good.
All right, lineup is good. Clayton Dale charged with the yellow flag. The other two got caught up in it, avoiding the accident. Lights out. Cornell selects them over. Green's in the air. Revere with company. Maynard's on his inside. Takes the lead out of fourth. Revere in second. Gile working his back bumper over. He's in third. Fremont Hills driver. $25D retires it to the pit area. Gile up to second. With by Joey Lazier. Lap winding down. Gile trying to run down the leader. Rolling him up every lap. It's going to be close. Out of four. We're going to see the white. One more lap to go. Gile just a couple of carts off the leader. 2 carts separate first and second. To the checkers he comes. Maynard holds him off. Gile second. Lazier third. Race number 1 is going to see the 22K out of Stratford, Missouri of Keaton Purvis. His outside is 17H. Comes to us out of Mount Vernon, Missouri of Jason Hicks. Second on the inside of 47 out of Ozark of Gavin Collins. His outside of 1F, Springfield, Missouri's Miles Fravel. Tailback on the field. The 15K, Urbana, Missouri's Kane Hooper. Oh, the 160, sorry. I didn't add it to it. He come in late. He'll start in the tailback position. Springfield, Missouri's Emmett Maggard.
Hey, hold him up.
Crew chief, you better go have a talk to your drivers. That is not the spot to take. That cart just went through the mud hole. That is where the moisture from the rain will settle.
There should be one up there, I think. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Diana, you get the big boost. Sure, right receiver left for sale. Pardon me, you say you do? Okay, thank you. Guys, slow down, side by side. Slow down, avoid the mud hole. Turn through.
Green's in the air. Soccer green to the staging ring. Pull your medium. Heat 1. Be getting ready. Heat 2. Get it on your mind. Lights out. Purvis brings it to the green. Purvis, your early leader. Hicks, Georgia with the high side, goes it off. Start appearing, you should be in the staging lanes. Standard medium, heat 1, be getting ready. Heat 2, get it on your mind. Reins in the air. Purvis your leader. What about that 15? That's Hooper. Miles Fable in third. Emmett Maggard up to fourth. Hicks. Collins rounds out your top 5. 6. Green's back in the air. Purvis, your leader. What about a 15K? Urbana, Missouri's Kane Hooper. Miles Fable, 1F, sitting in third, working over second. 47 goes around in turn 2. We say green. Yes, we say green. Out of four, gonna be looking at the white flag. That traffic will bite you every time. Yellow is going to come out, yellow. White flag was given to all carts. That is the race. Purvis is your winner. Second will go to Miles Fable. Maggard takes third. Tough break for the 15 of Kane Hooper. Stock appearing over there next heat out. 4 carts in entries. Starting on the pole, the 22 out of Charleston, Arkansas. Jared Thorsby is outside the 111 out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas, Keaton Goff. Second row on the inside, the 15 out of Aurora, Ethan Flood. Is outside the 716 out of Mount Vernon, Missouri, Caleb Hicks. Junior medium, heat 1 in staging range. Heat 2 be getting ready. From 400. Get it on your mind. Easy, guys.
My gosh.
All right, now we're going to go green out of 4. Thursday on the pole. Green's in the air. Beaten Dodge like shot out of a cannon. He's the early leader. Six from the tailback position. The second, Thursday, in Bud. Arkansas driver, your leader, 716, Mount Vernon, Missouri, Caleb Hicks in second. What about the 22? That's out of Charleston, Arkansas, Jared Toasby. And a roar of deep in blood, round out that top four. Out of full return, white flags in the air. Ross takes the win, Hicks second, Toasby third. Medium, first heat's going to see the number 11. Hermitage, Missouri, Alex Walker on the pole. He's outside the 14. Out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, Richie Elbert. Second on the inside of it, a 57. Out of Springfield, Missouri, Chase Roberts is outside the number 10. Lamprey, Missouri's Lamont Horn. Third on the inside, H2O. Out of Aurora, Missouri, Jeffrey Lassiter. He's outside the 97. Out of Butterfield, Missouri, Jonathan Gile. Junior medium, heat 2 to the staging lane. Cone 400, you getting ready? Junior 3, heat 1 is on your mind. Green's in the air. Walker, your early leader, carts going around. Well, it's going to come out. All right, lineup is good. Junior medium, heat 2 should be in the staging lane. Cone 400, begin ready. Junior 3, heat 1. Get it on your mind. Green's in the air. Richie Albert, Pittsburgh, Kansas driver, shoots it through turn 2, takes the lead. Chase Roberts met blue, red and gold, 57. Takes over the lead out of turn 2. I don't think Richie knew he was even there.
Yellow, turn 4.
Yellow comes out. For the H2O. Jeffrey Lassiter. Lineup looks to be good. Chase Roberts, Springfield, Missouri driver. He kind of hit and misses with us a little bit. But when he comes down, it's always a good performance. He's out front, showing the way. In second, Alex Walker. He's out of Camden, Missouri. And Mr. Horn went off the backstretch. He's sitting in third. Richie Elbert in fourth. Jonathan Gile, then Lassiter. Green's back in the air. Robert's out on a Sunday drive. You watch his hands, very little movement. That's a well set up go-kart. Elbert working over Walker. Takes over second. Walker's a third. Laps winding down. Out of four they come. One more lap to go. Coming to the checkers, heat number 1, Chase Roberts. Richie Elbert takes second, Alex Walker third. Heat number 2, and Player Medium's going to see the number 18. Lee Summit, Missouri's Aiden Greer on the pole. And outside of number 4, Bixby, Oklahoma's Joey Lazier. Second row on the inside, at 357, Nixon, Missouri's David Stoffer. Who's outside, the number 7, Huntsville, Arkansas, Kevin Carter. Third row on the inside will be the number 15, New Bloomfield's Allie Sneller. Third row outside, the number 13, Burnett, Missouri, Joey Coatney. Zone 400 to the staging ring. Junior 3, Heat 1, be getting ready. Heat 2, get it on your mind. Green's in the air. Woo! I heard a lot of cars squealing. Thought there was going to be a pile there in turn 4. Greer holding on the top spot. That 357 is Stoffer. Right there, looking for a mistake. Miller from the back, up to third. Doing it on the outside. Flirting with disaster, 3 abreast down the back straight. Stellar in the marbles.
Yellow.
back in the air. Stop with your early leader. What about the 18? That's Greer. Joey Lazier holding on to the third spot. Sneller on the outside, making it work. She takes over the third spot. Bare knuckle racing. That young lady can win a cart. Got caught up in the marbles. White flag coming down. Courtney in third. Sneller's wanting to take it back. To the checkers he comes. Stopper takes the win. Greer second. Courtney third. Colin 400 is going to see the number 22, Carl Junction, Missouri, Jay Madison on the pole. His outside the number 9, out of Cassville, Missouri, Justin Curry. Second on the inside, the number 6, Marionville, Missouri's Brian Neely. His outside the number 14, Cover, Missouri's Brent Flood. Third on the inside, the 25B, Dopper, Missouri's Dion Patton. His outside the number 29, Walnut Grove, Missouri's Robbie Morissette. Tailback on the field, the 09 out of Cassville, Mike Townsend. Junior 3, Heat 1 to the staging lane. Heat 2, be getting ready. Turn your light, Heat 1, put it on your mind. Brent Flood, if you're in this race, you need to be out here. Number 14, Brent Flood, if you're in the Clone 400, this is your race. Madison, your early leader, Cole Simpson driver. What about Brian Neely? Robbie Morissette. Leon Patton. And Townsend, your top 5. Madison goes high, gets in the marble. Neely takes over the top spot. Don't look now, Morissette takes the lead out of 4. Madison holding on to the third position. Missouri driver. Neely out of Marionville. Ray Madison, third place out of Carl Junction. White flags in the air with the run for the checkers. Morset takes the win. Neely second, Madison third. Junior 3, Heat 1. Go through the 25D, Joplin, Missouri's Devin Patton on the pole. Is outside out of Springfield, Missouri, the 19, Austin Bush. Second around the inside of 15R, Joplin, Missouri's Robert Stein. Is outside the number 12, Greenwood, Arkansas's Kinsey Manus. Third row inside at 23X, Springfield, Missouri's Max Walker. Is outside the 85B, Farmington, Arkansas's Bristol Beasley. Junior 3, heat race number 2 to the staging lane. Federal right, heat 1. Be getting ready, heat 2. Get it on your mind.
Stay yellow, stay yellow, stay yellow.
4 races to go to intermission. Tickets being sold at the ticket booth. The half right now is only $70. Come on, people, let's play the game. Somebody can go home with a pretty good paycheck tonight. Number 12, not going to be able to make it. Alright. Tough break for the number 12 out of Greenwood, Arkansas. That's Kinsey Manus. She'll get that fixed. Could be a fuel pump. It does not want to stay running. Lights out. 25B of Patton brings them to the green. Green's in the air. Pat, your early leader. What about Stein? Number 19 lost the chain. Crew chief, if you're available. That's Austin Bush. All right, lights out. Tough break for the 19. Can't keep the chain on. They'll have to make some adjustments. Green flag ready to come out. Devin Patton sets the pace. Out of 40 cam. Green is in the air. Patton, your leader, followed by Stein. .23X, Max Walker in third. 85B rounds out your top four. Walker with trouble, and we stay green. That moves Bristol Beasley up to third. Patton, Stein, Beasley, your top three. Walker playing catch-up. Junior 3, Heat 2 should be in the staging lane. Laps winding down. White flag in the air. Patton takes the win. Stein second. Walker will be credited with third. Heat race number 2 in the Junior 3 division is going to see the number 91 on the pole, Republic, Missouri. Going far. Her outside, another lady. And I'm up, Missouri, driver the 26 of Brooklyn, Hightower. Second row on the inside for the 27 out of Hurley, Missouri, Aiden Whittington. Second row on the outside, the 42 out of Aurora, Corbin Thompson. Third row on the inside will be the 78 out of Fayetteville, Arkansas, Watson Blake. Here's outside of number 35 out of Portland, Missouri, Blaine Kendall. Heavy light, heat 1 in the staging lane, heat 2 be getting ready. Open, get it on your mind. Hightower, shot out like a cannon. Far in second. Kendall from the back, though, he's in third. Wayne Kendall gets by far, so does Watson Lake. Hightower gonna have company. Kendall on the back bumper. Hightower trying to hold off the steam. She's got to hold her line. Wayne Kendall's got to find the way around. Hightower with the preferred line. She ain't giving a bit of anything. Watson Lake in third. Starr holding on the fourth. Laps running down. Light's gonna come out. Hightower holding on to it. Kendall got his way around. Weston Lake. Frank Kendall takes the win. Lake second. Hightower third. But it was a good race. The ladies did well. Heavyweight Heat 1. Tennessee to number 15 out of New Bloomfield, Missouri. Allie Sneller on the pole. For outside of 57 out of Springfield, Missouri. Chase Roberts. Second on the inside. Out of Preston, Missouri, the 87 of Josh Henry. Is outside the 89. Monette, Missouri's Daniel Cratburn. Tailback on the field. Nixon, Missouri's 357. David Stoffer. Green's in the air. Turner right heat 2 to the staging lane. Open to getting ready. Sneller out of New Bloomfield. Miller at it in the middle of the state is where she comes from. Askins to the top spot. Excuse me, Josh Henry. I got a couple 87s in here. I get mixed up. Josh Henry to the top spot. Out of Preston, Missouri. Chase Roberts out of Springfield in second. Stoffer moves in the third. Sneller falls in line in fourth. 89 of Cutburst for top 5. White flag coming down for Josh Henry. Henry told me in the off-season, he said his sight's high for a twister, takes the win. Robert second, Stoffer third. Heat race number 2 in the Predator Light's going to see the 04 out of Butterfield, Missouri, Emmett Levitt on the pole. His outside is 73 out of Bentonville, Arkansas, Jack Wall. Second around the inside will be the number 18 out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Aiden Greer. His outside the 84 out of Catsville, Missouri, Katie Tucker. Tailback on the field will be the 97 out of Butterfield, Missouri, Jonathan Gile. Opens to the staging lanes, opens to the staging lanes. Lights out. Mike Cornelson looking him over. Levitt sets the pace. Out of where we come. Green's in the air. Emmett Levitt, your early leader, followed by the 18. That's Greer. 84, Katie Tucker. Tucker looking on the inside of Greer, making her move. She sticks it in there, makes it work. She's up to second. Greer holding on to third as Walls looking his back bumper over. Remember, Show Me Dirt is live Facebook with the heat races. Appreciate Thomas Shaw Jr. coming down and getting us into his schedule for our season opener. Remember, tomorrow it's going to rain. Emmett Levitt in that 04 out of Butterfield. It's your local product right here. Teddy Tucker right down the road in Cassville in that 84. Jonathan Gile right here in Butterfield. Bring him to the green. We're racing. Wow, makes his way up the fourth. Out of turn 4 we come. Levitt takes the right. Well, trying to sneak it in there. Levitt takes the win. Tucker second. Roll third. Opens our last heat race to go out. Starting on the pole, the 22 out of Carlson, Arkansas. Jared Thorsby is outside the 19. Monette, Missouri's James Smith. Looking around the inside, the 716 out of Mount Vernon, Caleb Hicks. Is outside the 88 out of Hiawassee, Arkansas, Bobby Douthit. Tailback on the field out of Springfield, Arkansas, the 18, Jason Seaward. Alright, we get this heat race in. This is an official race. Thursday. Reins in the air. To the lead, Thursby falls in the second, followed by Smith. Let a flag one come out. We got one off the back straight. Number 18 is Seaward. Alright, line up is good, look for green. Caleb Hicks out of Mount Vernon, Missouri in the 716, followed by the 22, Charleston, Arkansas, Jared Thorsby. The 19, James Smith. 88 of Douthit. James back in the air. Out on the 716. Don't know what's going on with him, but he's holding on to the top spot. 19 of Smith goes around in turn 2. I think he might have clipped the inside berm. Then it'll take you right around. Line up good, lights out. Cornelson looks him over. Out of 4, green, back in the air. There they go. There's the littles. They're after them eggs. Oh my gosh. Cash and candy. Can't beat it. Cash and candy. And don't be leaving them eggs out there for the next group. Get them all. Give them a round of applause. That was a good fun time, them kids. You bet. Awesome. Four to 6-year-olds step up to the track. 4 to 6-year-olds step up to the track. We're next. 4 to 6. They're by the track. Right in front of Heather, 4 to 6. Look at all those eggs out there. Woo! Gonna be fun. Yep, there you go. Now, eggs are all scattered. They're all out there. Heather's giving out the rules. 4 to 6-year-olds, you're up. Right there at the track. Any more 4 to 6, we're going to turn them loose. Green's up, 4 to 6-year-olds. gathered his up pretty quick. Look at them go. God, look at them eggs. Check them out. You don't know what's in each one. Could be candy, could be cash. You never know. I think they're about done. We allotted them so many eggs together. Remember, after you open your eggs and you don't want the shells, throw them away, please. Make sure to get in the trash can. I don't want to mow them. Hey, get in there for a pic. There you go, 4 to 6-year-olds. Get in there for a picture. Oh, got a latecomer. Got a latecomer out there. Gather them eggs. Y'all get together. You get a picture. Oh, somebody lost her egg. All right. Round of applause. 4 to 6-year-olds. Good time. All right, they're going to put the rest of the eggs out there. This is where it's going to get good. Oh, my gosh. We've got a pretty good batch. 7 to 11. 7 through 11. Line up at the track. Just line yourselves out. 7 to 11. Oh, there's helmets, there's bags, there's buckets. Eggs are everywhere. I give credit to my crew for helping us out for this. Yeah. I don't want to pull out the black flag now. You guys got to be good about this. We'll be knocking somebody down. Stealing their eggs. Oh my gosh, we got a good batch. 7-11s. They're all stretched out there. Now, I do not want to see anything left on that lawn. All right? Heather, it's in your hands. I'm out of this. All right, she laid down the rules. Everybody gets 5 eggs. They come back. Anything left, they'll go again. Ah, green flag's up! Look at them go! Oh my gosh, 5 eggs! Woohoo! There'll be quite a few left, looks like. Get 5. Come back up there to Heather. Grab 5. Well, I tell you what, there ain't too much left. They gathered them pretty good. 5 eggs and come back. Well, they cleaned it up as they went. They're like goats. All right, come back to Heather. Line back up again. Then you're going to get the rest. Yeah. Back up on the berm. There's about as much. There's half of them still left out there. To what? Oh my gosh, you'll be out there forever. Two eggs. Set. Go! Oh my gosh! Grab 2 eggs. See what's left. Woo! 2. Well, that did thin it down a little bit. Yeah. Shaking for candy or shaking for cash? Again, I appreciate Hillside Poultry for donating these. 1 egg. She's saying 1 egg because there ain't very many left. Hillside Poultry for donating the cash and candy. Kenny and Amanda Tucker. I do appreciate that. One egg. Pick your one egg out. This might get rough. This might get rough. Get it! One egg! Pick out the color and grab it. Choose one of flying. Oh, there's a helmet. He scattered his eggs. Oh, all the eggs are gone. Yep. Get the rest of those eggs. I don't want to see no shells out there. Pick them up. Whatever's left, grab them. I don't want to see a shell. Yep, stand on the grass, face the crowd, it's photo op time. We'll get a big picture of this. Thanks to my crew for helping out, getting them spread out there, appreciate it. We can handle big smiles, big smiles. Seven o'clock straight up, it's feature time. Get these rookies done. Don't want them falling asleep in the cart. Take them home, put them in their bed. All right, it's time for a rookie feature. We'll start in the back. Third row on the outside comes to us out of Springfield, Missouri, to 156, Brody Maggard. Inside the third row be the number 10, El Dorado Springs, Missouri's Jack Miller. Outside second row, the number 22, Stratford, Missouri's Carter Purvis. Inside second row be the number 2, Monette, Missouri's Cash Holloway. On the outside pole be the 5C, Monette, Missouri's Gavin Carnes. And starting on the pole out of Bentonville, Arkansas, the 17W, Jet Roll. Chrome 300A features to the staging lanes. Junior 1, begin ready. Rookie A feature underway. Jet Wall, your early leader. Followed by the 5 of Carnes. Cash Holloway rounds out the top 3. Carter Purvis sitting in 4th. Coming up on lap traffic. Wall using the high side. Holloway working the traffic. Purvis, don't know if he's had to deal with traffic before, but he will learn it. Purvis makes his pass. Well, still your leader off of turn 2 on the high side, down the back straight. Carnes holding on to second. Cash Holloway still holding on to third. Purvis is coming hard though. Crew chief trying to give him signals. Oh my gosh! Purvis got around Holloway. He's in third. Fourth wall. Carnes, Purvis, your top 3. Whoa, Purvis throwing it right over your head. Lap's running down. Wall's going to come out of 4th, seeing the white flag. One more lap to go. Coming to the checkers. Pit wall. Second's going to go to Carnes, I believe, and then Purvis. And it's up to the scorekeeper to finish that one out. Slow your drivers down. Slow your drivers down. I need the top 3 on the front straight. Look out, guys. I need the 17, 5, and 22. 17, 5, and 22. Back out here on the front straight. All right, he's got his helmet off, got his hat on. Taking first tonight. I think he lapped everything but second, I think. He was on the rail. Hay Hales out of Bentonville, Arkansas. Taking your rookie A feature win tonight, the 17W of Jet High Side Roll. Trophies do say 20th anniversary season on them. Be a keepsake for them. Taking second tonight. Doing a good job. Gentleman at Missouri, driver of the 5C, Gavin Carnes. And coming in third. He was late getting on the throttle, but got her done. He's out of Stratford, Missouri. Driver of the 22, Carter Purvis. Next feature out's going to be the Clone 300A feature. Starting on the pole with 11R, Sparta, Missouri's Carter Roller. Here's outside the 121 out of Greenwood, Arkansas, Mark Manus. Second row on the inside will be the number 20. He's out of Nixon, Missouri, Aaron Meyer. To his outside, the little lady out of Webb City, Missouri. In the 4 squared cart, Jaden Davis. Third row on the inside, you'll see the number 15 out of New Bloomfield, Missouri, of Allie Sneller. Her outside, the 87, Lee Summit, Missouri's Elon Askins. Fourth row on the inside, the 191 out of Fremont Hills, Missouri, Brian Dawley. Who's outside the number 8, Marionville, Missouri's Emmett Neely. Tailback on the field, out of Clover, Missouri, the 3H, Brandon Horn. When you learn from the staging lane, Predator Heavy, be getting ready. Zone 350, put it on your mind. This race will be a humdinger. 300-pound cart driver, and there's some solid dogs in this A feature. Lights out, Mike Cornelson looks them over, green's in the air. Your early leader, what about Aaron Meyer? Alex Miller on the inside, edges out for third. 3 abreast going into 1. Somebody's got to give. Emmett Neely working on Sneller in 4th. Elon Askins runs out your top 5. Neely the 3rd. Askins falls in 2. Sneller falls in line in 5th. Out front, Carter Roller, Sparta, Missouri driver. A little bit of moisture that I put on this track, the cream always rises to the top. Roller, Meyer, Neely, Askins, Sneller, your top 5. Davis, underneath Sneller, out of 2, up to 5th. Neely, out of 4, up to 2nd. Askins to 3rd. Drivers making their move. Taking it to the pit area. Neely to the top spot out of 2. It's by Roller. Askins trying to reel him up. Aaron Meyer, Jaden Davis, your top 5. Laps winding down out of 4. 1 more lap to go. feature. He recovered with a haymain. Emmett Neely. Roller takes second. Dylan Askins third. There's some good racing throughout the whole field. Passes being made, some waiting for their tires to come in. Tire prep is a must at this racetrack. It will put you to the front. Taking your A main win tonight. He's out of Marionville, Missouri. Pay him off with a round of applause. Emmett Neely. Junior 1, their next one up. Landon Russell, you're needed in the staging lane. Landon Russell, needed in the staging lane. Lineups are on the board, make sure you know where you're at. I try to run a smooth and efficient show. I want people out of here at a decent time. Some have to travel a few hours away, like almost Fort Smith, Arkansas, and Bixby, Oklahoma. Them are not easy trips. Remember, all kids, regardless where you finished, you get an envelope. Come see Donna up here at the scales. Junior one's only got 2 entries in it because everybody moved up to the next class. We got Ogre. Starting on the pole, out of Elkins, Arkansas, be the number 19, Landon Russell. To his outside, this little lady took our championship, I believe, last year in the rookie division. Now she's a Junior 1. She's out of Stratford, Missouri, driver of the 22, Casey Purvis. Junior Heavy, A feature to the staging lane. Clone 350, A feature. We're getting ready. Junior 2, A feature. Get it on your mind. All right, at the white line, they're going to get on the gas. Green, 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 green. Purvis, she knows what to do. Now this track is racy top to bottom. with that little bit of moisture, you can be 3 abreast and make it work. To the high side, Russell goes. There you go, out of turn 2, Russell with the lead. Casey Purvis right there in second. Folks in the grandstands in the pit area, remember our vendors. Help them out. They come here to give you some nice treats. Christmas Sip and Sweets, Wildcat Ice Cream, and Butterfield Firefighters Auxiliary Concession. I'll let you in free so you can spend a little cash at our vendors. Make it one enjoyable evening. Landon Russell, Elkins, Arkansas, out front. But Casey Purvis is right there. If he made a mistake, she could probably capitalize on it. Mr. Russell kind of lengthened out his gap a little bit. He's going to come off at turn 4. Mike Cornelson gives him the right flag. 1 more lap to go. We got our backup scorekeeper up there in Cindy Cornelson. Appreciate her being up there helping Heather. Checkered flag drops for Landon Russell. We'll need these 2 racers back on the front straight. Casey Purvis takes second. This is photo op time. If you're a relative or what have you not, you want to get a photo, come out here, make sure. Get that helmet off that child. We want to see what he looks like. My gosh. Come on, Mom, leave the ears. There we go. Get in the picture. This is what it's all about right here. Yep. Yeah, wins. Wins men. Hurry up, get in there. All right. Look at our Junior 1A feature division win tonight. Hails out of Elkins, Arkansas. Pay him off with a round of applause to number 19, Landon Russell. Bomber. Coming in second, this is a family racing team right here. All right. second tonight. She does a well of a job. Like I said, she come out of the rookie class, graduated in the junior ones. She will find that victory lane soon, I'm sure. She hails out of Stratford, Missouri. Driver of the 22, Casey Purvis. All right, I think they're going to do a little victory lap here. While they're doing that, the next class out for their A feature will be Predator Heavy. Starting on the pole out of Aurora, Missouri, X84 of Bobby Perryman. His outside, the number 14 out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, Richie Elbert. Picking on the inside, you will find the number 5 out of Cleveland, Missouri, of Brent Flood. His outside will be the number 11, Kensington, Missouri's Alex Walker. Tailback on the field will be out of the number 15 out of Crane, Missouri, Josh Flood. Turn 350 to the staging lane. Turn 350 to the staging lane. Junior 2, be getting ready. Start appearing, get it on your mind. Again, I'd like to thank Show Me Dirt's Thomas Shaw Jr. for being here with his videography. Mike Cornelson, their head flagman. Heather Van Cleve, head scorekeeper. Cindy Cornelson, backup. Green flags in the air. Perryman out of 2 with the lead. Richie Elbert right there with him. Brent Flood sitting in third. Having a little trouble, goes high. With a shove, puts 15 through, that's Josh Flood. Alex Walker right in there for the hit in between the Flood boys. Richie Elbert takes the lead. Perryman in second. Walker on the inside of Josh Flood. Takes over third. Race here, 400-pound carton driver up the race. Predators that can be bought at Harbor Freight. They're not souped up. You can change the jetting in them and change the exhaust. It's all about the driver and the gear. We're all spread apart, racing their own little race right now. Elbert up front, followed by Perryman, then Walker, then the front boys. Ross and Brent. Look at the hands on the number 14. He barely moves them through the corners. That car is set up for racing. Lap winding down. Elbert's going to see the right. Comes off the 4. One more lap to go. Taking the 2026 first A feature in the Predator Heavy Division. Pitt, Pittsburgh, Kansas. Bucci, Elbert. Perryman takes second. Walker third. Jet Wall, you're running on the front straight. Jet Wall, you're running on the front straight. All right, got them all together. All right, taking your A feature win tonight in the Predator Heavy Division. He hails from Pittsburgh, Kansas. Has an ORPTV sticker on it. Craig said if you run that sticker, you'll be in victory lane. He's out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, the number 14, Richie Elbert. Yeah, we don't want to leave out Show Me Dirt. You betcha. Show Me Dirt, Thomas Shaw. Turn 350. A Main's going to see the 87 out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Dylan Atkins on the pole. His outside, the 121 out of Greenwood, Arkansas, Mark Manus. Second on the inside, the 4 squared. The young lady out of Webb City, Missouri, Jade Davis. Her outside, the 191, Fremont Hills, Missouri, Brian Dolly. Next on the inside, the number 20 out of Nixa, Aaron Meyer. His outside, the number 4. Out of Bixby, Oklahoma, Joey Lazier, excuse me. Next row, on the inside, the number 15, New Broomfield, Missouri's Allie Sneller. Outside of her, the 22, out of Granby, Missouri, Clayton Dale. Next on the inside, the number 13, Granby, Missouri's Wyatt Bunch. His outside, the 3/8 out of Clever, Brandon Horn. Our next row, the number 8 on the inside, the Coxmere Jesse Law. Is outside the 25D out of Joplin, Dion Patton. 11R out of Sparta, Missouri, Carter Roller. Junior 2 to the staging lane. Start the pairing. Be getting ready. Put your medium. Lean on your line. Gile and Askins, Lee Summit, Missouri, sets the pace. Out of full decom, greens in the air. Askins, the early leader. The little lady out of red sitting in second. Dolly in third, followed by Aaron Meyer. Mark Venus rounds out the top 5. The little lady takes the lead out of 2. Askins pushed up out of 2. Dolly followed her through. He's the second. Askins in third, followed by Meyer. Then Allie Sneller. That's your top 5.
Got one for the guys back here.
Sneller's going to come out as an 8 through. That's Jesse Law.
The number 8's going to have to come in. Guys, clear that area over there.
Press break there for Mr. Law. He's out of Pacoxy. Lineup is good. Lights are going to go out green next time by. The little lady out of West City, Missouri, and Caden Davis is your leader, followed by Brian Dolly, Fremont Hills, Missouri, Gile and Askins, Meyer and Sneller. Askins to the inside of Dolly in the 1. Takes over second. From the back to third, it's Carter Roller. Roller looking to the inside of Askins. You get done. He's in the hunt for the front. Davis. Don't know what's going on behind her. Roller coming hard. Allie Sneller in 4th. Dolly back to 5th. Aaron Meyer in 6th. Top the back bumper of the leader. Let's do now. He's there. As the yellow comes out, the 121 of Mammoth goes around in 2. Green's back in the air. And the little lady hold him off. There's Roller from tailback, gonna take the win. Coming to the light this time. One more lap to go. Race to the checkers. Roller to the inside. Roller takes the win. Aston second. Davis third. All right, we're going to clear the air on a few things. During this young man's heat race, when he went across the scales, we weighed him 3 different times. Yes, this is the 350s, and he scaled a little light. So that's why the infraction put him tailback position. So whether it be mad, but I think it was more focused. The crew chief of the old man hitting the tires just right. A lot of things played into this. He was a junior 3 last year, and I had 3 junior 3s. It could have been anybody's race. He's that good. He hails from Sparta, Missouri, taking the Clone 350, 8-feature win, paying off with a round of applause from tailback to first, the 11R, Carter Lawler. Junior 2, 8-feature. Next up, starting on the pole, the 22K. Out of Stratford, Missouri, Keaton Purvis. His outside. Out of Springfield, Missouri, the 1F, Miles Flavo. Second on the inside, the 160. Out of Springfield, Missouri, Emmett Maggard. His outside, the 15K. Out of Urbana, Missouri, Kane Hooper. Third row on the inside, the 47 out of Ozark, Missouri, Gavin Collins. His outside, the 17H, Mount Vernon, Missouri, Jason Hicks. Stock appearing to the staging lane. Predator Media, be getting ready. Code 400. Get it on your mind. Lights out. Purvis and Flavo on the front row. Green's in the air. pushed the early leader, but Fravel's letting him know he's all over the back bumper. And Fravel takes the lead. All right, not all cars making the first lap. It'll be original restart, single file. Single file. Nose to tail. Need the 17/8 on the tail end. All right, original restart lineup is good. Purvis brings them to the green. Fravel, he's backing down. He's your leader out of 4. Purvis in second, followed by Maggard. Then the 15, that's Hooper. 6, the 47 of Collins rounds out your top 6. Fravel is right on the edge. That boy ain't lifting. Through to the track. Purvis ain't give up. Come in on the leader. He's cutting his corners off. Let's Purvis back into the game. Lap traffic. They play into the pass. Fravel makes it through. Purvis likewise. Maggard coming up on it. Whoa, Fravel goes high out of 2. Purvis takes the lead back. Maggard in 3rd. Good little race. Junior 2 division. Whoa, Fravel's going to get away from him. Still holding on to 2nd. If I was Maggard, I'd be scared too. Now Fravel's got to worry about Maggard. Maggard's going for 2nd. Out of 4, gets you done. Purvis up front. Not looking back. Maggard in 2nd. Fravel in 3rd. Top 3 on the podium. Laps are winding down. Purvis off of turn 4, sees the right. Junior 2A feature goes to Keaton Purvis. Maggard takes 2nd. Kane Hooper takes 3rd. Tell you what, this Purvis family is a racing family. They got 3 kids in here racing. All of them podium finished tonight, and that's very awesome. Something to be proud of. All right, squeeze in there. Junior 2A feature. And he ran it like a champ. I mean, he had to get it back. He had to work for it. Took over the lead. Got her done. He's out of Stratford, Missouri. Pay him off with a round of applause. Your A feature winner, 22K, Keaton Purvis. Tell you what, he come in late, started tailback in the heat, got him a good spot in the feature, and gets her done. Coming in second tonight, he hails out of Springfield, Missouri. Driver of the 160, Emmett Maggard. All right, coming in third. I ain't for sure. Get that helmet off. Well, we got to see that pretty thing. Now, come on. It's a nice night. Track's awesome. These kids put on a good show. Mr. Hooper, I think, ran a little bit up at Emma over the winter. And tonight, in the Junior 2 division, he comes in third in the podium finish. He's out of Urbana, Missouri. The 15K, Kane Hooper. We're going to go ahead and, while it's quiet, they're going to do a victory lap. Stock Perrine will be the next feature out. Started on the pole. The 111 out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas, Keaton Goss. His outside, the 17 out of Mount Vernon, Missouri, Caleb Hicks. Second on the inside, you're going to see the 22, Charleston, Arkansas, Jared Tosby. His outside will be the number 15 out of Aurora, Missouri, Ethan Flood. Medium A feature to the staging ring. Clone 400. We're getting ready. Junior 3, get it on your mind. Remember, full field pays $100 to win. All the other classes pay half the field. Check with Donna to make sure you don't leave your money here. You've earned it. Remember, all kids' classes get paid all the way through. Lights out. Now sets the pace. Hickson's outside. This is going to be a good one. Green's in the air. Well, get that young man out from under there. I'm sure he's more scared than anything. Good, so to speak. He's up. He's trying to get his... I imagine it shook him up pretty good. Guys, he can hear you and he's out of the car. He's all right. Well, it's called making the show or being the show. There you go. All right, he's smiling ear to ear. Like you said, you can't make the show be the show, and he did it. Visual restart to the fire. Lineup is good. Keaton sets the pace. Out of full they come. Green's in the air. Josh, the early leader. Caleb Hickson second. Run by the 15. That's Flood. Hick's looking for an opening. Josh ain't giving him an inch. Up front, it's a Gosh and Hicks show. Hicks is trying to find an opening. Or is he waiting for the white flag? It's right there, kind of looking around. That's getting it done in a hurry. That's 15 laps in 2 minutes and 52 seconds from green to checkered. And he said it was hard and tough. Taking your 20th anniversary season, a feature win in the stock appearing division. He hails out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas. Driver of the 111, Keaton Goff. Next up, a Predator Medium A feature. Starting on the pole, Springfield, Missouri's number 57, Chase Roberts. His outside of 357 out of Nixon, David Stoffer. Second on the inside will be the 14 out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, Richie Elbert. His outside the number 18 out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Aiden Greer. Third on the inside will be the number 11 out of Camdenton, Missouri, Alex Walker. His outside the number 13, Monette, Missouri, Joey Coatney. Fourth on the inside, the number 10, out of Lampe, Missouri, LeMilton Horn. Goes outside the number 15, New Bloomfield, Missouri's Alex Feller. Fifth on the inside, the 97, out of Bolivar, Missouri, Jonathan Gile. His outside, the number 4, out of Bixby, Oklahoma, Joey Lazaire. Our last on the inside, H2O, out of Aurora, Missouri, Jeffrey Lassiter. His outside, the number 7, Huntsville, Arkansas, Kevin Carter. 2400 to the staging lane. Junior 3, begin ready. Red and light, get it on your mind. Lights out. Roberts, Stopper. Green's in the air. The original restart swing will fall. Not all cars making the first lap. Green's in the air. Robert's your early leader. Elbert making a move past Stopper to second. Stopper falls in line in third. Elbert in second on the back bumper of the leader. Alex Miller to fourth. Alex Walker in fifth.
Yellow, turn 4, 3, yellow out.
Yellow's coming out, number 10, Lavelle Horn, grabs the inside berm, spins him around. Let the scorekeepers check their notes, make sure the lineup is good. Trace Roberts in command of the race, but I tell you what, Ricky Elbert breathing down his bumper. David Stopper now with the yellow. Up to third, punches him up. Out of fourth, Green's back in the air. Three abreast down the back straight. They give before they got to three. Jonathan Gile, that was a slick move on him. He made it up to sixth. Trace Roberts up front, Springfield, Missouri driver. Ricky Elbert out of Pittsburgh, Kansas. Allie Sneller to Springfield, Missouri. Up to second. Stopper going with her. Just a few car lengths off the leader. Lap traffic coming up. Could play a part into the win. Robert. Yellow, out of 51, yellow. The number 7, Kevin Carter, is what the caution was thrown on. The rest of them was avoiding the accident. The 7 will go tailback. The others will remain in their position. Remember, race fevers are mandatory here at Twister. That helps in the lineup and getting them back. Lights out. Flames in the air. Robert, Taylor, Stoffer. Coming back to the right. One more left to go. Robert takes the win. Snell second. Stoffer third. Taking your Predator Medium A feature win tonight. He hails out of Springfield, Missouri. Driver on the 57, Chase Roberts. From 400, our next A feature out, starting on the pole, the 29 out of Walnut Grove, Missouri, Rocky Morissette. His outside, the number 6, Marineville, Missouri's Brian Neely. Second on the inside will be the number 22, Coral Junction, Missouri's Jay Madison. His outside, the 25D out of Joplin, Missouri, Dion Patton. Third row on the inside, the 09. Out of Cassville, Missouri, Mike Townsend. His outside, the number 14, Clever, Missouri's Brent Flood. Tailback on the field, out of Cassville, Missouri, the number 9, Justin Curry. Junior 3A feature to the staging lane. Predator right. Begin ready. Open, turn on your mind. Lights out, Morissette sets the pace. LFO turn, reins in the air. Of the leader, Morissette. Leon Patton in third. Morissette left enough room for Neely to squeak through out of two. Jay Madison sitting in the fourth position. Mike Townsend rounds out the top five. Morissette, Patton, your top three. Patton gets the back bumper of Morissette. Coming up on lap traffic. 14 of Brent Flood. The 9 of Terry. Neely gets through the traffic. Morissette likewise, along with Patton. £400 Carton driver. White flags in the air. Featuring the 400 division, Brian Neely. Morissette second, Patton third. Casey Motorsports on the side of it, BTTO, Maggard Trucking, Mean Gene in memory of one of our friends, Williams Flooring, just a few of his sponsors, along with Lakitis Racing. Taking your 400A feature win tonight. He's out of Marionville, Missouri, driver of the number 6, Brian Neely. Junior 3A feature next to hit the track. Starting on the pole, Joplin, Missouri 25D, Devin Patton. His outside from Florida, Missouri, the 35, Blaine Kendall. Next on the inside, the 15. Out of Joplin, Missouri, 15R, Robert Stein. His outside, the 78 out of Fayetteville, Watson Wake. Third on the inside, 23X out of Springfield, Max Walker. His outside, the 26, Monette, Missouri's Brooklyn Hightower. Fourth row on the inside, 85B, Farmington, Arkansas, Vista Beasley. Her outside, the 91, Republic, Missouri's Troy Farr. Next row on the inside, the 19, Springfield, Missouri's Austin Bush. His outside, the 27, Hurley, Missouri's Aiden Whittington. Her last row on the inside, the number 12. Out of Greenwood, Arkansas, Kinsey Manus. Her outside, the 42, Aurora, Missouri's Corbin Thompson. Spread your right to the staging lanes. Open, begin ready. Rings in the air. Patton, your early leader, followed by Blaine Kendall. 23X, I believe, is Max Walker. Blaine Kendall to the top spot out of 4.
Yellow, 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 turn forward, yellow, 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 turn forward. Hold your line, hold your line.
Rings back in the air. Blaine Kendall, Patton, Alex Walker. Robert Stein, Wake, your top 5. Lap climbing down. Out of turn 4, right in the air. Tucker to Kendall. Walker second. Don't go away. 2 features left. We're going to call her a night. I still say Wildcat ice cream with their lights on. I could take some ice cream. Give us just a little bit here. We've got to get the finish between the scorekeepers listed. Predator light and open's all we got left. We'll have our results on our Facebook page tomorrow. Just give us a little bit of time. You can also check out ORP TV's Craig Stacker at 6 o'clock on his live podcast show. We got him? All right, we got them up. Hey, you guys are way out of sync. You got to squeeze in close. You ain't been sweating. You ain't smelly. All right. Junior 3 is a tough class. When I talk to one mom, it all makes them better. This is true. And we got a good mix. It's a co-ed class. Girls are just as good as some of these boys out there, and that's awesome. And I'm proud of them. Really are. We're taking your Junior 3 A feature win tonight. He hails out of Fordland, Missouri. He's quite the runner, I'm also told, too. I don't think he can run as fast as the go-kart. We're taking the win, the 35 of Blaine Kendall. taking second place tonight. He hails out of Springfield, Missouri. Driver of the 23X, Max Walker. All right, we move on down to third place podium finish. He started second row on the outside, brought her in third place. He hails out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Driver of the 78, Watson Wake. All right, we're going to do the victory lap. I'm going to introduce our Predator Light A feature. Starting on the pole out of Preston, Missouri, the number 87, Josh Henry. His outside, the 04, Bolivar, Missouri's Emmett Levitt. Second on the inside, going to be the number 57, out of Springfield, Missouri, Chase Roberts. His outside out of Cassville, Missouri, the number 84 is Katie Tucker. Third on the inside is going to be out of Nixon, Missouri, the 357 of David Stopper. His outside is 73, Bentonville, Arkansas, Jack Wall. Fourth row on the inside, New Bloomfield, Missouri's number 15 of Allie Sneller. Her outside, the 97, out of Butterfield, Missouri, Jonathan Gile. And our last row on the inside is out of Monette, Missouri, driver of the 89, Daniel Cutboth. To his outside, the number 18 out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Aiden Greer. Open to the staging lanes, open. Lights out. Mike Cornelson looking them over. Out of four we come. Green's in the air. Josh Henry shot out of a cannon. New leader. Chase Roberts the second. Allie Sneller diving in hard, but Emmett Levitt shut the door. Eddie Tucker rounds out your top five. Goes around, that's Aiden Greer as he exited turn 4. Attention in the pit area, a neck brace was found and brought to the Announcer's table. Please check your gear. It's red and black. It's a nice neck brace. Alpine Star. Yes, Alpine Star. If you're missing your neck brace, please come and claim it. It was found. Check your gear. Lights out. Henry sets the pace. Green's back in the air. Roberts looking to the inside of Henry. He's not giving. It's a race side by side. Henry picks him off into turn one. He still retains the lead. Emmett Levitt in third. Allie Sneller, Katie Tucker in your top five. David Stoffer, Zach Wall in the hunt. Carts coming together out of turn two. I believe that's Jonathan Gile. He's one of them. Yeah. From the 18, that's rear. All right, they take their spots in the tail end. Lights out, going green. Green's back in the air. Roberts right on the back bumper. That's the leader. Roberts got in first. Henry shuffled back, trying to get in line, in fourth. Back to third, in front of Sneller. Left running down. Roberts, Emmett Levitt, Josh Henry. Right flag in the air. Right's been given. This is a race through the checkers. Roberts, your winner. Levitt, second. Henry, third. Four minutes and 48 seconds to get her done. That is our Predator light feature. He hails out of Springfield, Missouri. Driver of the 57, Chase Roberts. And then there was our last feature. We saved the best for last. Opens can reach top speeds of 65 miles an hour before hitting the corners. Our open division A feature on the pole out of Mount Vernon, Missouri, the 716 of Caleb Hicks. His outside, the 22. Charleston, Arkansas's Jared Sosby. Second row on the inside, we'll see the number 18. Springfield, Arkansas's Jason Seward. His outside, the number 19 out of Monette, Missouri, James Smith. And tailback on the field out of Hiawassee, Arkansas, the 88, Bobby Galpin. Good luck, gentlemen. 2 laps to warm them up. Once you're in the pit area, make sure you check with Donna before going home. Even if you don't know where you finished, you might have some money coming. Check around your pit area. Pit crash in its proper place. Green flags in the air. James Smith starts in the second. All right, lights out. Rick, Smith, Seward, Posey, Belford. Off the 4, Green, back in the air. Turn into the trick into turn 1. Instead of putting tires or discs out there to show the edge of the track, to keep cutting it back, they got a berm right there. We got to stay off of it or it will suck the wind. Lineup will be good. We'll go green next time by. Rick, Smith, Seward, your top 3. Galpin, Posey, out of 4. Green back in the air. On the back bumper. white flag in the air. Whoa, yellow, yellow, yellow. The flag is completely blocked in turn 2. Guys, hurry as fast as you can. These things can run out of fuel pretty quick. Suspect for safety. He's been on his lid. Now he has trouble in the open cart. All right, green light checker to finish it. Lights out. That's all flat. Coming to the right, out of 4. Tonight, Mount Vernon, Caleb Hicks. Smith takes second. Jason Seward third. Tell you what, we say the best for last, and I tell you, the open doesn't disappoint. It's a fast track. It's pretty good. I don't know what the course looks like. I haven't walked it out yet. It'll look pretty dadgum fast, though. A little bit of moisture after intermission, this track comes to life. But taking your A feature win in the open division. Open means run what you brung and hope you brought enough. He's out of Mount Vernon, Missouri. Driver of the 716. Caleb Hicks. All right, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out, grandstand-wise. Look for our results tomorrow on our Facebook page. We'll be back in 2 weeks, weather permitting. for another great outing here at Twisted Rowdy Raceway. Tell your friends, you can't beat the price of admission to come in. Save you a little bit of money. Support our vendors that come and support you. If you're leaving for the night, please look around your pit area or in the grandstands. Put trash in its proper place. I keep this mowed and looking nice for you to come and enjoy. I have announced my retirement after this year. We are looking for a successor for my position. So if you know someone that would like to maybe run a racetrack, I'll give you what it takes, and then you can make your decision. It is not an easy task. But we average over 100 on any race night, and these racers come from a long ways away. Fort Smith, Arkansas, Bixby, Oklahoma, which is south of Tulsa, all the way up around Kansas City to little old Butterfield, Missouri. This, I think the population's only 297, and it doubles, if not triples, on race night. I appreciate you all coming. Again, put trash in its proper place. Thanks, everybody.